Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another episode of Nerd Talk. This is episode 38 of Nerd Talk. Today I'm here with my two co-hosts, Mind of a Nerd and AJ Reacts 2. What's going on, you guys?
I'm chilling, bro. It's a Sunday. I ain't have to go to work. Oh my god,
I feel
bro.
you.
Just
For
stay in
sure.
bed all day, bro.
For sure.
That's
AJ,
what's
how you
up.
doing today, man?
Homework, man. Homework.
Yeah, my boy back
Working,
in
and
school.
then I went to go see Top Gun Maverick today.
How was it?
It was fantastic. I knew it was gonna
Yes.
be.
But
It
you
was
already
a
seen it, so
it was a rewatch, yeah. But I took my mom to see it.
This her first time
Um,
seeing it?
her first time seeing it. Mama reacts.
Did she cry?
Uh, I felt like she was close to, bro.
Hmm.
She enjoyed it. She enjoyed it a lot.
That's what's up.
She gave it a 4 out of 5, but
Yes.
you know,
It's a
that's Mama
sorry,
reacts.
sorry, Mama reacts. It's a 5 out of 5.
She's
You
a
need to
she's a
bump
tough
that up.
critic, so
You need to bump that up, man. You need
she's
to
a
bump that
she's a
up.
tough critic. But yeah, it's a 5 out of 5 for me for sure.
Yeah, my day was cool. I chilled, the whole
Mhm.
day. Like I said, just like Tyler, no work today. Thank God. I'm
Nice.
always work Sunday, off Sundays now anyway. But it was too cool, relaxed. I watched some movies. Me and Tyler watched Fast Five earlier. I was just watching the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. If you guys have not checked that out, if you love Friday the 13th, definitely check out that documentary. It's pretty dope. It's like almost 10 years old now, so it's a little outdated, but it's still a good documentary to watch. They cover all the Friday 13 movies, including the remake. So yeah, that's just how my day been. How everybody else day been in the chat? We got 3 people in here. Shout out to all you guys watching. Shout out to everybody watching on the replay. You guys are awesome. And we got some topics to talk about. We got a decent amount of topics. We're going to try to fly through these topics because there's a pretty decent amount of them. Hopefully everyone is up to date on all the topics that we are talking about today. Let's start off with the first one we got today, and that is a new trailer for a M. Night Shyamalan movie, which I didn't think he was going to be doing another movie, especially after the shit with old. But it's called A Knock at a Cabin, starring Batista, Rupert Grint, isn't this? But I think Rupert Grint is also in an M. Night Shyamalan show, so that's probably why he's
Yeah,
in the
The
movie.
Servant.
Um, that surprised me when I saw that casting, but um, yeah. When it's funny, I didn't want to watch the trailer because I'm like, usually M. Night Shyamalan stuff I try to stay away from. I just try to like hear what the people reactions of the movie. I try not to watch the trailer. But I kind of caught it on an ad, and I'm like, okay, what is this? And then I seen that it because I thought it was something like knock off the cabin in the woods or something like that because it looks like an Evil Dead cabin. That's what it looks like.
Mhm.
And when Batista shows up on screen, I hear his voice. I'm like, wow, he sounds like he's gonna is he gonna be the villain of this movie? And yeah, it's crazy because the trailer is basically one scene. It's not like different scenes going on throughout the
The beginning of it is.
yeah, the beginning of it, but like basically the end of the trailer is like one long scene, and it's is it like The Strangers? It's got like a Strangers vibe to it, a home invasion type thing to it. Tyler talked about off camera, said it kind of gives away the premise of the movie, and I don't think it does, because usually M. Night Shyamalan movies always start up with a twist. So that's what they can tell us in the trailer, but usually it's always something that's more big than what we see on screen.
Oh,
So
so what I mean by
go ahead,
that
Tyler.
is when
Give me
we
your
saw
thoughts.
the trailer was great. I didn't know what the movie was about, and then when he said, "Oh, we're basically here to prevent the end of the world," I said, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yo, that's wild." I
Yeah.
was like, "That's really cool." And I saw the trailer again yesterday when I saw "Don't Worry, Darling," and it was cool in the theater too. I just the same there it is. The same feeling that I got from this was the one I did from Old. I really liked the first trailer for Old, but when I watched the movie, I was like, well, that trailer kind of gave away what was special about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get past the reveal of, oh, they age really, really fast, that's all the movie has. Because
Yeah.
the ending twist is not good.
Yeah.
That's all the movie has, and that's all the movie is. So I'm a little bit afraid that that's gonna happen again. Do I hope that it doesn't? No, because I think that this could be really cool. But
Yeah, that's the one thing I was saying as well. Is like I'm surprised that M. Night Shyamalan is coming out with a movie this soon for one. And that a studio would actually greenlight another M. Night Shyamalan movie unless they really have faith that this movie is going to
Universal
be
too.
good. yeah, it's like let's they really have faith this movie's gonna be good because clearly they thought Old was gonna be okay, but I still haven't seen Old, but throughout you guys' reactions and most of the actions from everyone, I don't want to watch it because I mean the last M Night Shyamalan thing I liked was Signs. I mean, well,
Split.
no, I like Split, but I still have my problems with Split as well. I liked then what did he do? He did The Visit. I liked The Visit. The Visit was cool.
I feel like that's what this is gonna be like
Yeah,
because it seems very low key. It doesn't
yeah,
seem like well, I don't know what a plot like. Yeah, we're gonna kill you to save the world. That's pretty big, but
yeah,
it doesn't feel that big from the trailer.
yeah. AJ, you there? Okay, he's not
Shyamalan
there.
got him.
Shyamalan got him. But yeah, that's the only thing I was surprised about that he's actually releasing another movie, especially after the backlash of Old because he felt like he was going back to his formula, like which is crazy. Like you look at his career years and years ago, they was talking about he's gonna be the next Spielberg, and it's like okay, don't hype him up that much. Yeah, they were talking about him being
I
the
feel like
next
people are doing the
Spielberg.
same thing with Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I really like Jordan Peele, but come on, bro.
No, they was trying to hype him up, saying he's gonna be saying if Shyamalan was as big as he was, he'll be the next Shyamalan. But I kind of hope he doesn't go in that direction as well because, like I said, with this trailer, I like the tone. I think the casting looks pretty good. Hopefully the little girl actress is good in the movie because usually when I see little kid actors in movies like this, okay, is she gonna be good? Is she gonna be like, you know? But I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I mean, I like these type of premises. Like I said, I like The Strangers. I like home invasion type movies, um, especially when they feel like they are like so far away from the world they really have no help. AJ, let me get your thoughts on the knock knock at the cabin trailer.
I actually did not watch the trailer,
Oh
so
Good.
I
shit.
was letting y'all talk about it.
Oh okay. I figured that's why you turned off your camera. But
Yeah, I had to do
yeah.
something real quick.
No, you
Yeah,
good. Like I said,
stay away
it's
from it.
yeah, I wouldn't watch it. If you go to the theater, you'll probably see it. If you go see Halloween Kills or Ends, it will definitely be in front of there. So you'll probably watch it eventually. But
I don't know.
I,
I be staying away from the trailers sometimes in the theaters. I just grab my phone, if I'm
Um,
trying to stay away from it. But I don't know if I'm trying to stay away from it. I just haven't gotten around to this one, so
no,
yeah.
I
I'm
might still
telling
check
you,
it out.
stay away from it
Well, that's
because
the
you don't
thing
know what
too.
it's about.
No,
Keep it that way.
that's the thing too. I wasn't trying to watch it either, and then I
Mhm.
saw it through an ad on YouTube when I was watching the video. I'm like, oh, I might as well watch it now because it already started. And
Yeah,
the casting kind of caught me along with Batista and Rupert Grint. It's like, damn, wow, okay, that's weird. But yeah,
yeah, we'll see.
let me know
M Night Shyamalan. I don't know, man. As a director, he he's hit or miss.
for sure.
Old,
Larry.
like once I start thinking about Old, I feel like it wasn't terribly directed. It was the writing that wasn't
Mm,
the greatest, and the acting that wasn't the
mm,
greatest. Um, like I really, really enjoyed the twist in Old. And I feel like that's not a hugely hated film,
mm,
but like it's definitely not great.
yeah,
It definitely could use some work. So I don't know. I really like some of his films, and then you got The Last Airbender.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, we don't talk about the last Airbender.
all right.
Old was probably the worst movie I saw in the theater last year. It wasn't the worst movie of last year, but it was the worst. It was one of the worst that I saw in a theater last year. I don't think I remember being that appalled in a theater last year more than I was watching that movie. I was like, what the
What
actual fuck am I watching, bro?
it was the writing for you, or was it
It was
everything?
it was probably the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And it was just that movie's boring. Movie's
Mm-hmm.
really boring. Like, I'm trying to see what was the worst movie I saw in a theater. Oh no, yeah, it was because all these other movies that are under it are streaming movies. So yeah,
mm,
it was the worst movie that I saw in the theater last year.
mm,
It's just the only real reason I'm excited for this Shyamalan movie, if I'm gonna be honest, is Batista because I want to see him give a great performance where he is the spotlight.
mm,
So I'm very happy that he's getting that chance, and he looks like he's gonna do great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this one lawyer, he actually gonna be able to act. He's not gonna be a goofball,
Well,
or he's not gonna
he
be like Drax. He's not
For
gonna be
Army
like
of the Dead, he was really
yeah,
good.
Army of the Dead. I feel like he was very good in that movie. For as grand and stupid as that movie is, he was a definite highlight of that movie.
And he was even in a comedy called Stuber, where
yeah. That's what I was about to say. Stupid.
I actually liked his acting in that film. It kind of highlighted his serious moments, and I liked it.
Okay. All right, you guys. That's it for that topic. Let us know in the comment section below if you guys have seen the trailer, what you guys thought of it. We're all intrigued, so that's just our
I'll
thoughts.
definitely check it out.
Yes, sir. All right. Our next topic, which I hopefully everyone watched this trailer as well. They released a new Hellraiser trailer coming to Hulu. My guess AJ did not watch this trailer either. But
I didn't do my I did my homework for school, but I didn't do my homework for Nerd Talk.
No, you're good. You're good. I know you had to do homework, but I wasn't really looking forward to watching it either because when you guys put it in the chat, I'm like, oh, a new Hellraiser movie. I'm not a huge Hellraiser fan though. Like he's like out of the big icons, he's like down on the list. I'll take obviously like Chucky over him for sure. But
he's not an icon. I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, most people.
He got an iconic look.
He got an iconic look.
Yeah, of course. But he's not an icon. He's in that first movie for 15 minutes. He does nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's a conversation the horror community needs to have. I'm sorry. He's not an icon to me.
I think you kind of got to see the sequels, some of the sequels, not all of them, obviously, but you got to see some of the sequels.
Yeah,
I'll watch 2 and 3.
Yeah, the first three. The first three are clearly the best ones. The other ones are straight trash. Yeah. They're like straight the DVD garbage. That's what they are. Like the effects get worse and worse and worse as the movies go on. They clearly stopped putting effort in those movies. And with this one, it seemed like we're getting basically the same tone. It kind of felt like an updated version of Hellraiser. And I don't know how I feel about the look of Pinhead. I don't know how I feel about it. Whoever they got playing him just looks too young.
AJ knows who it is. Who is it again? Who's the actress?
Do I know who it is?
Because you were the one. Yeah, because you were the one that were like, okay. Oh yeah, she's great.
I didn't know it was a woman. But
here, let me refresh my memory.
I don't. She looks really young to play that character, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of feels like a typical horror remake that we really don't need. Obviously it's going straight to Hulu. So who knows exactly what we're gonna get? We can get garbage.
You know who she is, bro, because when they announced it, you were like, "Yo, she's really good in something."
Nah, I'm looking at her right now, and it's not ringing a bell.
So. Jamie Clayton.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know her, bro. Maybe we was talking about something else.
Sense 8. You never watched that?
Never watched it.
I guess not.
Maybe it was Benji.
That's not like something Benji would watch.
I don't know.
We did talk about how we were just talking about how it was a female in the original
the book.
Hellraiser, yeah, in the book. So maybe that's the conversation we had.
Yeah, I'm interested in this because of how it's supposedly going to be like the books. I'm very interested from that. I love the way the movie's shot. Yeah. I love the way it looks. It looks fantastic. And it looks creepy. It looks. I love the tone. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is the, I guess, human side of the plot, where it's like you have this business guy that it seems like he's luring all these people into this place for something.
Well, and in the first movie, it's kind of like
I know, and that's kind of my issue. I'm like, are we gonna do the thing where it's like, yeah, we remake the movie and we do it good, but it's basically just the first movie, but different things here, and here.
That's probably what they're gonna do. They could
the Force Awakens effect.
Yeah, my guess is because me that's kind of the best parts of that movie is that he's manipulating these people to kill them. Basically give into this thing
entity. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's
I don't
kind
know.
of
Maybe that's
creepy.
how. If that's how it is in the book, then I can't really complain about that. But I don't know. It does look intriguing though. I really like the way she looks as Pinhead. She looks pretty cool. I love the flesh peeking out of her body.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really
I say
cool.
the costume is cool, but I just don't know. I like the way like I don't know. Maybe it's 'cause I'm so used to how the original actor looks. Like I'm just so used to that look. So I don't know.
Her voice sounds
Hopefully,
really good too.
hopefully, Pinhead plays a bigger part
It looks
in
like
this
it from the
film
trailer. It looks like
than
it.
the original.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The hell bites. What the fuck are they called? The creatures.
the
What are they
minions.
called? No, they have a name. Luke, tell us what they're called, bro, because you love
Yeah,
He
that.
would know. He would definitely know.
Luke would let us know for sure.
But whatever they're called, they look cool. Like they showed up on screen, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
really
that
creepy."
that's the one thing I hope we get a lot more. Like, give me practical effects, please. Don't use
It does not look
CGI
practical.
heavily.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm
That
scared of.
part
Is they're gonna go
where
straight CGI,
I
and I
mean,
don't want them to go CGI.
the CG looked good, but that part where she threw the
There we
fucking
go. Movie Hunter,
those like
Movie Hunter. The
the
Cenobites.
Cenobites look really good.
What's going on, Movie Hunter? Thank you for joining.
When she threw those like tentacle things at that girl and started stretching her out, I was like, "Yeah, that's CGI, all right."
Practical effects is one thing that makes that movie great. The first,
it is,
first
but
two.
We live in 2022 where we just watched Prey and it was nothing but CGI. So
yeah.
Well,
That's, go ahead.
the Predator was
Predator was practical. I seen the makeup.
That was, but I'm talking about the kills. All the kills were like CG kills and shit.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna do all that for sure. Probably easier to do that anyway.
Yep, cost less.
The word you're looking for is lazy. That's what you're looking for.
I just don't think it's lazy. I just think that it probably take more time to make a practical thing to do it on screen than do it on a computer, because you can change it. You can edit it any type of way on a computer. And if you do it practical and you got to shoot it again, now you got to create a whole new thing to destroy it again. It's like, it's better to do it on a computer.
And it costs more money and time. They're trying to pump this stuff out as quickly as possible.
Exactly. So yeah, that's just our quick little thoughts on the Hellraiser trailer. It's coming on Hulu. Is it coming out this year in October?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay, so
The
perfect
14th,
perfect time for October. The 14th, you said?
I think.
The same day
7th.
as the 7th. I'm about to say,
So
same
the
day
week
as Halloween. Halloween ends. Wow.
So we're looking at two potential franchise disasters back to back.
They're both streaming.
They're both streaming as well. Yeah. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Maybe
Man,
I'll wait to watch it. Who knows?
I don't think they're both gonna be bad, but imagine if both of them are bad, back to back. Woof.
I
was saying, I think I was on Ewan's stream. I was like, man, horror this year has been like woof, bro. Like, lately for sure. But like, even like we got Smile coming up, and I'm not looking forward to. At first, I thought it was like a sequel to Truth or Dare or something like that. Which one was that? Was that Truth or Dare? Was the one where they give the I thought it was a sequel to that. I'm like, but it's not. It's a different thing. And I'm like, that's what it looks like. It looks like a Blumhouse PG-13 like horror movie. That's what it looks like.
Very Blumhouse.
But
surprises, it's Paramount.
Yeah.
Like horror. Nothing has excited me. Oh, okay.
I enjoyed Barbarian a lot. I thought
Black
Barbarian
Phone
was great.
So I haven't seen
Black Phone. I will respectfully disagree. I didn't care for Black Phone.
Yeah, when those come out, that like Black Phone would definitely be a Black Friday buy. Like if it's really cheap, I'll buy it and watch it.
Let's run down the list, shall we? The only one I haven't seen is Pearl, and I'm not bothering. We got Firestarter, horseshit. Scream, an absolute waste of my time. Black Phone, an absolute waste of my time. Barbarian, decent enough, but the ending sucked. Invitation was watered down PG-13 horror, and I don't know if the rated R cut. I don't think the rated R cut is going to do anything, because I saw the runtime for the R-rated cut, and it's only like seconds longer.
Yeah.
So
that's usually how it goes when the R-rated cut.
So I'm like,
maybe they took out something and added.
Yeah. I hope, I pray, because there's potential with that movie. X was okay. I didn't really like the second half of that movie. Texas Chainsaw was fun for what it was. It was stupid, but it was fun. Fresh was really good. Nope was really good. Multiverse of Madness was great, and Bodies still remains the best horror movie of the year. Yes, a Marvel movie is better than 90% of the fucking horror movies that came out this year.
Yes, Emmett, I saw The Woman King, and it's great. Definitely go check it out in the theater.
So did
it's
AJ.
great.
AJ saw it too.
I saw it too. It's really
I
good.
did not.
Definitely go watch it. Those are just our thoughts on the Hellraiser trailer. Like I said, AJ did not see it. He probably will see it soon.
Yeah, I saw some promotional photos, and I seen how Pinhead looks, and looks pretty good. So
All right.
We don't even know she's called Pin. Is she called Pinhead?
Pinhead, yeah,
Most likely.
Well,
yeah.
that's how she's labeled on IMDb. So
I
They're probably gonna keep the
thought
name
she would
because
have
it's a
a
known
different
name.
name.
No, they're probably gonna keep the name just because it's a known name for the character. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. It's a topic I definitely want to talk about because this guy right here is a legend. James Earl Jones is a legend. Clearly, the first thing I heard him in as Mufasa. He played Mufasa in The Lion King. That's the first time I ever heard his voice. And then when I watched Star, I said, "That's motherfucking Darth Mufasa." That's what I said. And he retired as Darth Vader, you guys. Well, he's taking a step back and he basically signed off using his voice. And they could continue to use his voice, but he won't be credited as it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm looking at added Variety. It says Variety. It says James Earl Jones stepped back from voicing Darth Vader, signs off on using archive recordings to recreate the voice with AI. So they're gonna basically go back and throughout the other films and basically just make an AI like voice activator for all the other actors who's gonna play Darth Vader. It won't be James Earl Jones coming in to do it. Which I'm not upset about that because he's probably going up in age. He's 91 years old, and
I'm surprised that he hasn't done it already. But
I agree because when he came back and did Rogue One, I was surprised. Like he's actually doing Rogue One.
I was shocked that he was doing it for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I was just gonna ask that. I guess I didn't realize that he did him and Obi-Wan.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's great. They're gonna. I don't think they're ever gonna get anyone new. I think they're just gonna.
They're never gonna get anyone new because
they're just gonna
Darth
keep
Vader's,
using the.
Yeah. Darth Vader's voice with James Earl Jones is iconic. You can't change it, and you can't get nobody to replicate it. So,
I mean, didn't they have Hayden Christensen do some of the stuff for Obi-Wan?
Yeah, when he didn't have the Vader
the mask on. Yeah. Like there was a shot where he was talking and then it went to the Vader voice. But like I said, that was probably done in post, if anything. So
yeah, whenever it went to the Vader voice, it was James Earl Jones.
I feel like, I haven't seen Rebels, but I haven't heard anyone complain about it. But I feel like someone could do the voice. And I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to get the person, because I don't think it was James Earl Jones in Rebels. So if it wasn't, then they'll probably just get that person. If it sounds as good, again, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Just like what you said, I don't know if you guys, we talked about this off camera, but I'm surprised they haven't invented the technology to replicate his voice just for especially for when they create the costume for the actor. Like, why hasn't that material haven't been made yet? And maybe it is because it's a James Earl Jones thing where he didn't want that to happen, probably. But now that he's allowed them to use his voice as an AI, so maybe now they finally can come up with
James Earl Jones and Rebels.
It was him.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So maybe now, since he signed off the rights, he basically signed up the rights to his own voice, basically. Hopefully he got a nice settlement for that too, because that's a lot.
He more than likely did.
They paid him. They must have paid him.
His grandkids are set.
They must have paid him big money to do Rebels, because that's like Disney XD nonsense.
I heard that James Earl Jones. I heard that James Earl Jones is like a really like nice guy, and
Well,
he's not like money hungry.
of course.
Like
Well, I mean,
so, he
especially at
probably
his
was.
age,
He
like
probably had fun doing
yeah.
Rebels.
And like he's been with the character clearly for over 40 years. So
Yeah,
if they probably call him say, okay, we need you to do this voice for Darth Vader, he's probably like, oh yeah, I'm down to do it. Like I'm definitely down to do the voice.
yeah,
Shit.
right.
What I can he can record most of his stuff at his house. He
True.
probably can get most of the people there to set up a booth to record
That's
his
probably what he
audio.
did for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. In 4 years, A New Hope is gonna be 50 years old, bro.
Yep. Yep. It's crazy to think. And then hopefully we gonna get a special edition for that too.
Please,
Yep.
bro.
God damn, don't
A
do it,
special
Disney. Please don't do
edition,
it.
Steelbook.
Give me the theatrical version. Give it to me. That's what I want. For the 50th anniversary, I want the unedited version on 4K. I'll buy that. I would buy it again.
Oh yeah, we all would. We don't need to see fucking warbly CGI Jabba the Hutt slithering his way with fucking Han Solo. I don't need that, bro.
For sure.
Or the stupid fucking camel elephant thing that jumps in the air, the shitty CGI. I don't need that shit, bro.
All right, you guys. Give me you guys thoughts on this. What you guys thoughts on this? On
I mean, I didn't really have any feelings to it. I was like, you know, that's fine. I'm personally, I know Alex was over the moon for Vader and Obi-Wan. I was too, but if we never see Vader again, I'm not complaining about that because
I want a Vader show now.
We've done so much with Vader and Luke.
If you guys keep doing it, if like Obi-Wan, what they did with Vader was such impactful stuff. I want more of that. If you're going to give me more of that, I'll take it. But don't just give me nonsense. Like, make it epic. If you guys are going to do it, make it epic. Like, give me the story of when he becomes Darth Vader first and his path to becoming the Darth Vader we know in A New Hope. Like, give me that.
Just make the Force Unleashed canon and make it fucking live action.
I agree. That's the one storyline I did not want them to cut. I did not want them to cut the Force Unleashed storyline because I enjoyed having Darth Vader having an apprentice. Like,
bro, I'm sorry. I think it's time to have the discussion that some of the uncanon stuff in Star Wars is better than the canon stuff that's in Star Wars. I'm sorry. Like, you have the stuff in the books, Mara Jade, who's not even fucking canon, which is ridiculous.
But they pick and choose what they want though. Like, I don't think
they pick and choose bullshit.
Yeah, they can use that stuff. It's just what they want to use. Like, I do believe that the Kylo Ren is a great character, but I do believe that Leia and Han's kids before that were kind of better. Like, I do believe that their story was better, but you know, they chose to go in a Kylo Ren route.
The stupid bullshit that can be canon and the sequel trilogy can be canon. You can give me some of the things in Visions that are canon. Like, the thing with the lightsabers in Visions that is not canon is just fucking mind-boggling to me because it is probably the best thing in Star Wars I've ever seen. That's just, yeah, this is a throwaway. This is fan fiction and it will never be referenced. It's like, dude, how do you take the concept of the color of a saber crystal determining if someone's moralities are good or bad and just say, yeah, no, that's irrelevant? Like, oh my god.
Is it confirmed that Visions is not canon?
Yes, it's confirmed. Yeah, it's just it's kind of like the boys Diabolical as well, where it's basically like that. It's just a whole bunch of artists was able to do their own thing for that little shorts. That's all it was.
Who's to say that type of stuff won't be brought to live action though?
But they can.
They can't even get a fucking live action movie off the ground. You want them to do that, please?
I don't know.
We'll be fucking 50 years old before we see another Star Wars movie because they don't know what the fuck they want to do right now.
I mean,
the future of Star Wars right now is TV.
Yeah, I say it's like they just concentrate on the shows.
I personally, if we never saw another Star Wars movie again, I would not complain. Legitimately, I miss it. I miss going opening night, seeing that Lucasfilm logo and everyone going crazy and shit. Yeah. I don't care. You royally destroyed Star Wars. I'm sorry. You just royally destroyed it.
I don't think they destroyed it. I just think
the movie side of it, yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree that they destroyed it. They didn't go in the right direction, but they didn't
Yeah,
destroy
they
it.
they destroyed it and Mando saved it.
It's revivable. I feel
It's
like the
revival
movies
for
are
sure.
revivable.
If we did not get Mando, where would Star Wars be right now? Legitimately, all we'd have is the animation stuff.
I mean, yeah, we did get Mando, but also we got some pretty awesome shows coming from, well, not Boba Fett, but we got we see Andor being pretty promising,
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
talk
and we
about that
have
later.
we
okay,
have
that's see, but that's
Obi-Wan
different.
Kenobi.
Okay, that's different though because that's I'm not talking about like the spin-off stuff. Like the spin-off stuff I'm fine with. You know, Solo and Rogue One, I'm fine with that. I'm talking
Mhm.
about Force Awakens, The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker and all that nonsense. You know, there are bright spots in the Disney Star Wars. Andor,
Mhm.
Rogue One is decent. Solo is fine. Mando is great. Book of Boba Fett was okay.
Mhm.
Really, only the Mando stuff was only good.
Right.
But there are bright spots. But it's just the Star Wars was one of the first franchises that did storytelling correctly with the original trilogy, and
Well,
to see it. To see, first of all, how much talent has come on the scene since George Lucas and the amount of writers and the advancements in technology you can do, and that's what you produced in terms of a plan of which you had none.
well,
It's just
like I said, that's that's what the difference between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy is that like we had one guy, like in control of what things were happening. With this new trilogy, Kathleen Kennedy, yes, she was the head of Star Wars, but when it comes to the story aspect, she wasn't in control. She allowed her filmmakers and those writers to control what the narrative was for these movies. Clearly, J.J. Abrams did that. Ryan Johnson came in and kind of flipped the script, and then J.J. Abrams had to pick up the pieces from that script. So
Man,
that's what happened.
Ryan Johnson, he
That's what
came in and
happened.
stirred the pot.
He came in and they was making a nice pot of gumbo, and he threw so much Tabasco sauce in it that you couldn't
And
fix it.
it's not a
You
bad
couldn't.
movie. It's a good movie,
That's
but
yeah.
they had to pick up the pieces and they didn't do it to the best of
Yeah,
their ability.
the Rise of Skywalker tried to
you
be a
know
sequel to Force Awakens, not the Last Jedi.
this
That's
is
the
the
thing.
thing that bothers me about Rise of Skywalker is you could have continued from the Last Jedi. You really could have.
I agree.
All you
I
had
wish
to
they would have.
do, all you had to do was make Kylo the villain. That's all you had to
Yeah,
do.
and they tried to do it and they didn't.
It's
They kind of
it's
failed
so
on that.
amazing to me. You have that amazing scene where Hux is like, "Oh, what did you do? What did you do? Oh my god!" And then he chokes him. He's like, "The Supreme Leader is dead." Like basically, like this
Yeah.
is my shit. I'm the Supreme Leader now.
No,
And then
but
you just
all,
fucking
but
throw it away.
but not even that. Also, flip the script and make Rey go with Kylo. Make Rey go with Kylo at the end of that movie.
That was my
Imagine
dream.
how mind blown I would have been. Like, wow, like I did not expect
It's a
that.
reverse of I'm gonna say Revenge of the Jedi, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
go ahead and flip the script and make Rey go with Kylo, and then of course in the next movie, she flips the script and you basically have the Return of the Jedi thing where she say, "No, I don't want to do this." But yeah, like
Or make
that,
Finn more significant.
yeah, make Finn the Jedi, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Because they were clearly hinting at in fucking Rise of Skywalker, which I do have problems with that,
I have problems with that too.
but like I said, I enjoy Rise of Skywalker. I understand the flaws. I understand what people's problem have with this trilogy, but I try to like also understand what the guidelines were, where people heads at when they were making the movies. So
the way people feel about Last Jedi is how I feel about Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker is my least favorite Star Wars movie, including the prequels, because I can fully acknowledge that the prequels, they're not great. They're not.
it had a
But
plan though.
exactly.
They had a plan.
They progress the story very slowly and
Yeah.
very boringly, but
Yeah.
they do progress the story.
Yeah.
And it feels like one person is telling a story, not
Yeah.
a good story, but
And
a
not- yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker is a fucking mess that it's just a bunch of it's here.
It's a bunch of
It's
scenes.
here, and it's just
It's a bunch
like,
of scenes.
you know,
Scenes
they
and
tried
characters.
to scavenge what was left because they needed 3 movies.
Right.
Personally, I wish they had delayed it like 2 years, and they had legitimately sat down and thought, what can we do? And they did have 2 years because Solo came out the year after that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, no, they realistically only had 1 because everyone was focused on Solo.
Yeah. Right.
They were
I don't
focused on fan service as well. That was
Yeah.
Star Wars is like my favorite thing ever, and you know, I'm not the only one that said this either. That movie just put a hole in so many Star Wars fans to the point where it's just like we don't care.
Yeah.
And Mando thankfully filled that void.
But also this too is that we got so many projects that we weren't used to getting so many projects. Like, trust me, like I said, we all grew up in the prequel era. We got a movie in '99. We had to wait all the way to 2002 for the next movie, and then we had to wait all the way to 2005 for the next movie. We had to wait a whole 3 years gap for the next movie.
Yeah.
You know, trust me, when Revenge of the Sith came out, I just remember always be like, God damn, finally this movie is coming out. Like, goodness.
Yeah,
But,
that's the problem with Marvel too. But that's another topic.
That's another discussion.
That's another topic.
Well, we're coming up on Marvel in a minute. Let's go ahead and move on
That's
to the
another
next
topic,
topic. We're
bro.
coming up on Marvel in a minute. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. We're going to get into some Karate Kid type thing. Somehow Sony greenlit another movie coming out in 2024, and it's not going to be tied to the fucking Cobra Kai shit, which I don't understand. Why
perplexed.
not?
I'm still confused about this.
That's why I wanted to talk about it, because I'm confused as well. I don't understand. Me and Tyler talked about it. This should be the finale. Make the movie the finale. I think Cobra Kai has became this big thing that they deserve a big screen ending. I think wild. They do.
That'd be
make this the tournament that we was teased in season 5. Make this the ending. Bring back some more legacy characters that you guys hidden back in the background. Fuck it. Bring back Hillary Swank. Fuck it. You know, bring
Hillary Swank.
Bring in Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith, whatever. Bring all them niggas back. Shit, make it a big Avengers Endgame shit.
Yo,
do it. Like,
could you imagine?
I would be cool with it. I would. Like, that's why we haven't had no recollection of these characters, because they still in fucking China or Hong Kong, wherever the movie takes place, the remake.
Yeah.
But I think it will be dope. But that's clearly not what this is.
That's not what they want to do.
So yeah, Sony's new Karate Kid movie has to be different. Well, has to be different from the 2010 remake, at least in a crucial way. I'm reading the article from Screen Rant. And yeah, they said it's not going to be. It comes on the heels of Cobra Kai season 5. He said it thanks in large part to Cobra Kai's success, the Karate Kid franchise is relevant in 2022. That's why Sony is kind of interested in doing a new installment. But it said it's not. It's confirmed it's not going to be linked to Cobra Kai, which is dumb. It's coming up. Go ahead.
So it's not linked to Cobra Kai. So it's not going to be. It's not going to have Daniel at all.
Yeah.
So this is another reboot.
My guess,
essentially.
Yeah. Either it's going to be another reboot or a sequel to the next Karate Kid, or it's going to be a sequel to the Jaden one.
I know what the movie's about. I read a plot leak about it.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
I don't know if it's real, but essentially, all of you are right. This has nothing to do with anything. What this is I think this is what it was, and I could be wrong. It's a whole new plot, and it's essentially the story of Karate Kid, only I think they reversed the roles, and a kid is training an adult to do karate. I think. I could be wrong about that.
I read something about it where it said it's going to bring the original, it's going to bring the vibes or something about the original back.
We got that with Cobra Kai, though.
We also got that with the reboot, the Jackie Chan reboot.
What is this?
Even if he's not actually
what is this bringing new to the table that we already haven't got with 2 other installments? Like
a kid teaching the adult, like
You know what this is? You know what this? I swear to God, Sony is the worst company on the planet. You know what this is? This is Sony, right? Oh, our Marvel. Now, I could be. Sony's looking at the spreadsheets. Man, Morbius. Oof. It bombed twice. Oof. We got to do something. Mr. Sony, what
Mr.
franchises do we have left?
Mr. Sony.
Oh man,
Mr.
we don't have shit. People like that one show on Netflix that we produce every year. What Cobra Kai. Oh yeah, Cobra Kai. You think they'll come back for a movie or so? No, I don't think so, because they like doing the shows. They like making them quick, and that's it. They're done. Damn. Did that 2010 one work out? No. And Jackie Chan wouldn't come back for it. And Jaden Smith is off making music. He's not gonna do it. Damn.
He's selling water.
We're gonna do it again, but change it and not bring anybody back. It doesn't make any sense. And we're not gonna reference Cobra Kai, but we're still gonna do it, and people will watch it because it's Karate Kid. A day in the life in the Sony headquarters.
Yeah, like it's kind of upsetting, like where Sony is heading, because they really don't have anything looking forward to. I mean, we got the next Bad Boys movie, but I mean,
That's coming out. Okay.
They did greenlight it. They did greenlight another Bad Boys movie, but yeah, I'm not looking forward to this at all. You know, I'm good. With
I was
Cobra Kai.
excited. I was excited for it before I found out that this has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Because when they first announced it, I was like, oh shit, okay, maybe they're gonna just wrap it up in a movie because they realize, oh, we don't have enough to do a whole season of television.
Yeah.
And I was happy about that. I was like, good, because normally with these fucking people, they don't realize that. They give us a whole season of unnecessary television for no reason. And
the final season.
Yeah. We talked about Cobra Kai a couple weeks ago. We came up with some theories about where it could go. The main one that we thought of was the tournament. The big tournament that they were teasing, which I think as a movie, as a 2-hour movie, that could work. It'd essentially be a Mortal Kombat movie, just without death and fatalities. Obviously.
What about Kreese?
I don't know.
Sweep that under the rug.
No, they're not going to sweep it under the rug. He's going to go. He's going to.
I know you don't care, but you gotta finish that storyline.
He's going to go overseas. It's no extradition, so he ain't.
What we think is going to happen is that this is what we said is that he's going to go with the girl, the female master or sensei. Sensei, and they're gonna both run Cobra Kai. That's what we thought they were gonna do.
Yeah, that's how you make Kreese and the other chick team up, and they run Cobra Kai, and that's how they get into the tournament. And they face off against Eagle Fang and Miyagi. Though that's how you end the movie. That
sounds like a season to me. Sounds like a season.
You think so? Do you think that's enough content?
I think that's enough content to do a season, and then after that, do a movie.
No, you end it. You end it with the competition.
Yeah, end it. Yeah,
you end it with the competition.
You can't make a whole season unless they were to make it that they announced the season and the movie. And what they did, they came out like so close that would be cool if they released. That would be kind of cool if they released the season and the movie in the same year, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, season 6 ends at like this month," and then like 2 months later it comes out. That'd be fucking cool. But see what they could do is if they made it that it was a movie and a show. That they have the whole season is the preparation, and then the movie is the tournament. But then when you look back at it as a show,
we're just talking about our theories, how we want them,
when you look back at it as a show, you're like, well, then this was a waste of time. Yeah, it's not a complete season of television.
That's why I think they should just go the route of either do it as a show or do it as a movie.
I mean, you run into that problem now if you make it a movie too.
Well, you can end it though. With a movie, you can end it. Because even with this season, all the characters, they live happy ever after, but they ended in a cliffhanger. Like Kreese is still out there.
A very shitty cliffhanger.
I mean, they teased that we were supposed to go to this tournament. Don't tease us that, and then it ends.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't want to talk about this because I knew we all love Cobra Kai, you know, and this knowing this is not connected to it is kind of like scratching our heads. Like Sony, why are you
Unless
greenlighting this?
the only way what I just said would work is if they made it in a Netflix movie. Because then if you make it a
Yeah.
Netflix movie, then it's not as bad because the season, while being not really complete, it goes right into it, and you could just go and press play. It's
Yeah,
not
you have
like
the
you have
option
to
to
wait.
see it in theaters, like in select theaters or something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
yeah.
so it wouldn't be that bad if it went straight to Netflix, which it probably would. But knowing these fucking people, I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about the good Karate Kid shit right now. I don't know what they're doing with this. This sounds really stupid. I don't know who's asking for another reboot with the characters we don't like. Clearly, we wanted something with the characters we do like, and we have it, and we like it.
Yeah.
So
I think what they're doing with Cobra Kai is perfect. Like to me,
Yeah.
this is the definition of how you reboot a series, also with adding the legacy stuff into it.
and,
Like
and
this
you
is
know,
this
it's
the
not like
perfect formula.
it's not like we're opposed to it. I mean, we are, but we're not because the Jaden Smith one is not bad. It's fine.
No, it's not. No, it's
But
not.
we wanted. Well, I mean, when Cobra Kai came out, I don't know if people really wanted it, but now we have it and it's really good. So
It's not that we didn't want it. It's just was it a good idea to?
yeah, it wasn't a good
Was it a
idea.
good idea
We
to
weren't
flip the
pushing
script?
for it. We
Yeah.
weren't pushing for it, but since it's here and it turned out to be
It's
good, we
good.
like it.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, I don't know what they're thinking with this. I don't know. I honestly see it bombing because you don't have the original characters, and it's at a
Yeah.
point where we are so attached. We're more attached to characters that we weren't attached to before.
Yo,
Yeah.
we are so attached to characters like Chosen
Kreese.
and even Johnny. Like 'cause
Terry Silver?
Johnny is
Johnny.
only in the first movie, and he shows up in obviously the beginning of the second, but he's only in that first movie, and he's an asshole throughout the entire time. But Cobra Kai redeemed him. Like
Yeah.
so,
They did.
Terry Silver is good in the third movie, but it doesn't even come close to what
Yeah,
they've done
they
with
do it.
him in this show.
I agree.
Kreese is the same way. Kreese is kind of good in those movies, but this show has elevated him to amazing lengths.
Yeah, for
There
sure.
are so many
They've done that with all the
characters.
characters.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
many characters from the OG that I'm like, okay, whatever. And then they show up in this show, and you're like, oh man, I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you, bro.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it makes
Like,
those.
bro,
It kind of
when-
enhances those movies a little bit.
Yeah, it
When
does.
Ali showed up in this show, I leaped out of my seat, bro.
Yo, bro. Cause it's funny when you see that she accepts his sperm request. I'm like, oh, she accepted his sperm request, but he throws his phone so he doesn't see it.
Yeah,
And then like it's the Christmas episode when it's just some random lady. I'm like, who is this? And then you see Elizabeth Shue show up. I'm like, oh shit! Like this is about to happen. We're about to get the reunion between all the three because clearly Johnny is going to be in the same place with Daniel. It's just gonna happen. And then what happened? You have the three of them in the same scene, which I love because clearly Daniel was married, so now now the wife is like, oh, I want to know some shit. Now we gotta talk now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think this idea of a new Karate Kid movie is not interesting. You guys already have Cobra Kai. Let that ride. Like let this last season be it. And kind of retire the Cobra Kai franchise. I don't think we need no more. Like I think with the 3 movies, the next Karate Kid, the remake, and now this show, it's enough karate material, bro. Like do something else,
Yes.
So, all right. So you guys got any more thoughts on this before we move on to our next topic?
Yes, I do. Sony is the worst movie company in existence.
They're
right
not
now.
the worst, man.
I don't know, bro. Because you have
don't know, bro.
have this and you have Warner
You
Brothers.
haven't seen
Pick your
Morbius.
poison, bro.
Yeah, I haven't seen Mobius yet, so I can't really say that. You're
You've
right.
not seen
You're right.
Morbius
what
or
they-
Let There Be Carnage.
And Sony is oh my god, what they're doing to the MCU, bro. Oh, no, move
All right,
on.
but-
Move on.
Well,
We're about to talk something equally as bad. So
next,
I mean,
we're on the MCU now. Next, we're gonna talk about
No,
She-Hulk
it's not equal.
episode
This
6.
is not equal. To Morbius?
no.
I haven't seen Morbius, so I can't complain. I can't compare it to. But I thought this episode was okay. I
Well,
didn't.
we
hate
didn't
it.
talk about 5 too because the last one we talked about.
Yeah,
was 4.
we can talk about 5. Let's go ahead and talk about 5 as well. What were your guys' thoughts on episode 5?
Episode 5 is a waste of my time.
Was that the
Episode
one
5
with Titania, right?
was
the,
probably
um,
yes with the
Yes, it
perfume.
was.
Episode 5 was probably the worst episode of MCU Disney Plus shows I've ever seen.
It was a filler episode.
Absolutely terrible because of the potential that this show has to make, number one, an awesome character and have a halfway decent villain, to go to court and argue about perfume
products. The thing is they're going to court of a trademark name, bro. And then the way she wins the case is that she forgot that she used her name for a dating app, and like, oh, all the guys I went on a date with are potential witnesses that I used the name She-Hulk. That's what happened. And I said, oh, she's smart, but it's dumb at the same time.
This is MCU. This is where we're at in the MCU.
But it's okay. It's okay because She-Hulk is comedy in the comics. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone can just be okay with it. We don't have a right to complain about it. We don't have a right to complain about it.
It's okay to have comedy, but it's got to be written well. And I just don't feel like this is a real well-written series. It just doesn't come off as that to me.
It's not, but it's comedy. So
it's
like that in the comics.
It has funny moments, but it's not a straight comedy though. That's the thing. Like, I don't think I laughed in a single part of episode 5 at all. Like, I didn't laugh at all.
I've laughed maybe
Titania
5 times.
Is a very irritating villain. I mean, obviously she shows up in episode 6 as well, and she's irritating at too. It's like, it's kind of one of those moments where she always trying to tell everyone like, oh, she's here to fucking basically kill me, and everybody's like, oh no, she wouldn't do that. It's like, but it was in the public that she used her name, and she
busted down the courtroom
in the first episode.
She busted down the courtroom wall.
Like, it's on video that these two have fought. So why is no one noticing? Oh yeah, you're here to fight her. Like, what the freak? Like,
She-Hulk is written by school children. That's why. But it's okay because it's comedic in the comics.
There's too much comedy in MCU now. Yeah, I think I understand why John is kind of upset with the phase so far, is that it don't feel like withstanding the final thing we got coming this year, and that is Black Panther. Please, God, Black Panther, please take it a little more seriously, you guys. Have comedy in there, but don't do it to the extent of
I saw. So someone leaked the second trailer that they showed, I think, at Comic-Con or D23. I'm assuming it's D23 because it was different. The tone of that trailer was fantastic. It was great. It was a really good
Black
trailer.
Panther?
Yes, it was a really good trailer.
That's what I'm like, I get it. This phase is over. Let this next phase roll in and give me more of a serious tone. Like,
you know what I'm gonna label the phase 4? I'm gonna label it as simply the word circus. That's what I'm gonna label it as. I've laughed maybe 5 times watching this show in 6 weeks of watching it. Now, each episode is 30 minutes long. That is 100 and wait, let me do that math before I make an ass out of myself. That is 180 minutes of television. And all 5 of those laughs came from episode 4, probably. That was the magic one.
Is that the magic one?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, Donnie Blaze.
The scene where they're all in the courtroom doing the magic shit is like trying to show that they're doing magic is pretty hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
This show sucks. This show sucks.
Is it worse than Hawkeye?
It's not worse than Hawkeye.
So how does it suck though? That's the thing.
It
like,
still sucks.
If it's not worse than Hawkeye,
see.
Hey, Mama Blu-ray, and hey, Chaos Boss. No, we're not doing call-ins. I'm sorry. Maybe next episode. But I agree. It's not written well. The comedy don't land at all top aspects.
It's trying too hard to be funny.
For me, the one thing that is saving this show for me is, I can't think of what the actor's name was. Yeah, she is saving it for me because I like her as this character.
Me too.
She brings a certain levity that is kind of saving this series for me, at least. I do like her friend, and I do like the other lawyer chick that is working with her as well. I like those 3
I like Nikki
so
as
far.
I hate all the characters in the show. That's not She-Hulk. I'm sorry. I don't like the characters.
Yeah, I like them as well. So that's what's holding me on to this show. Like I said, I do agree with you guys. Like I said, the writing isn't great. Some of the CGI moments isn't great as well. So, unfortunately, so yeah,
this show would work better for me if they stuck with the formula. I know we get so hung up on MCU has a formula, yada yada yada, but there is a specific formula for this show that could work.
I wish it was like
each
the Flash.
episode is a case by case, where she's defending someone, where She-Hulk / Jin is defending someone that has superpowers, that is, that can be taken seriously.
And also, this would be a perfect time to put in MCU or Marvel characters that
bring
aren't
in
known.
more exactly. Bring in more characters to the MCU.
I wish it was like the Flash, where it was like, the Flash formula got old really quickly, but it worked for some time. The whole week.
But there's 9 episodes of this season.
Yeah,
Flash had 22 episodes a season. 23 episodes.
The thing with the thing with the Flash was it had half the season was the week to week thing, and then the other half was when they brought in Reverse Flash and they started doing the whole thing with that, and that took up basically half that season. So you got to think about that too. This show does not have an overarching story, but whose fault is that? That's not my fault. That's these idiots' fault for not knowing how to write good television.
Doesn't have an overarching villain, which is a problem for me.
Yeah,
none of these fucking shows do.
Yeah.
For the most part, none of them do.
I think Falcon Winter Soldier knows that. Yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier has
Loki didn't really, because it had Loki was like the conspiracy stuff with the TVA and all that.
Yeah, Loki doesn't really have a villain.
See, but the thing with Loki was that it was the thing with Loki was that it was interesting, bro. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Titania could be a dope villain. They just refuse to develop her.
Yeah. Dude, her arc is over, bro.
Yeah, it's over. Huh? Her arc is over.
Her arc is over.
She's done. She's done with the show. I think after
is she not going to be in here at all?
No, she is going to be there, but I'm saying she shouldn't be there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I get that.
Her technical arc, because actually using the word arc would make it sound like it's good. Her arc is over already because they already established. No, you can't use the. You already used the name She-Hulk. You can't do. This is so fun, bro. Can we just? This show is written by preschoolers, bro. I swear to God, bro. Just think about that. Somebody had to fucking sit down and think, how do we write this episode where the conflict is She-Hulk versus Titania? Feige, I got it. Yes, go right ahead. Make sure your juice box doesn't slip over your desk, we'll have it be that Titania sues Titania sues She-Hulk because she conned the name She-Hulk and she wants to use it for her perfume line. Yeah? Feige was like, yeah, that sounds like something that'd be in a comic. Go. They're filming the next episode right now. Go. This show sucks. I don't think I've ever watched something in the MCU. I know what it feels like for some people to watch Love and Thunder now. Is that what this show is supposed to be? Is this because I said Love and Thunder was so good? Is that why you're doing this to me? Is that why this is a thing?
Yeah.
That way I can feel it, and this is what I get for telling people, haha, you're wrong. I actually really like Love and Thunder. I never actually said that, but that's what it feels like. Seriously, is that what this is? Is this punishment because I actually laughed at Love and Thunder? Was I not supposed to laugh at Love and Thunder? I'm sorry. I like to laugh. I do. I'm sorry. This show sucks.
I think what the show, I agree with AJ, is that this show should have been just her doing her job throughout this entire thing. Also trying to learn to be She-Hulk, because they kind of blew that off too, where she automatically in the first episode, okay, I know what I'm doing. That's it. It's like, no, I think they should have progress throughout the entire show of her learning to become She-Hulk. She shouldn't just have to learn already, and then it's just so easy for her to change back and forth, back and forth. It shouldn't be like that. At least
How
that's
you
why I
gonna
shouldn't
have
be.
2 filler episodes in a row?
Yeah, these were basically
And then,
filler
and then the
episodes.
funny part,
And she
which
says it
wasn't
in
funny.
the
Yeah, she
episode.
says it in
She's
the
like,
episode.
"Oh, I'm sorry that
They think they're
there's a
being
wedding
funny.
episode, but hey, it is what it is. You know, that's it.
Like,
It's like,
you're not funny.
all right, you guys
You're
could
just
have.
acknowledging
That makes
you
it
don't-
okay.
This could have been. This could have been a montage thing of her doing all these
Like,
things.
you're
This
just
could have been a
acknowledging you
montage.
don't know how to
That's
write
true, you know.
compelling television.
You
And
know?
now apparently, word around the water cooler is that Daredevil's going to be in the next 3 episodes. I don't care. I don't care.
I mean,
don't
who knows?
care.
Maybe these next 3 episodes might be the best in the series. So who knows? I mean,
You have wasted 9 weeks of, well, at this point, 6 weeks of my life. I have never watched something from the MCU with a straight face so much in my life than I have these past 6 weeks. I swear to God. It is becoming work to watch this show. Legitimately. Every week when it hits Thursday, I'm like, oh.
you hate watching it at this point. That's what it is.
Thank God we have the next thing we're going to talk about, because Jesus Christ. I'm actually kind of glad that they moved it to Thursdays, the MCU shows, because I get it over with, and the next day is Friday, and I get to celebrate that it's the end of the week. This show sucks. Can we please talk about the good Disney Plus show now, please? This show sucks.
You guys got any more thoughts on this episode?
I guess not.
No.
I don't either.
I mean, if you do, you do. I don't want to talk about it.
I thought the fight was funny for a little bit, obviously, until it ends.
Oh, you mean all 5 seconds that it lasted?
Yeah. I thought that was okay. I mean, I like the fact that she was heard throughout the episode, that she got drunk
slipped and busted her tooth, bro, and cried about it.
She fell on
her face. Yeah. Well, like I said, I like the fact that Jen was herself throughout the episode. Like I said,
I can't wait for Kane the Conqueror to slip on an ice cube, stub his toe, and then be like, "I don't want to fight you anymore," and jump into another multiverse.
That's not gonna happen.
Twerk into another multiverse.
Yeah.
This like I said, hopefully these next 3 episodes will redeem itself at least. Like I said, I want Daredevil. Like I said, we got a fucking tease of his costume. Clearly, the guy that they went to that makes costume for superheroes made his costume. So hopefully he shows up and actually brings some levity to the series, because they've been the writers talking about, oh my God, we had Charlie Cox and all this stuff for him. It's like, but he's been not here for these last 6 episodes. So it's like, what?
I was thinking about that. I was like, y'all said that y'all had all this stuff for Charlie Cox,
and they tease him in episode 5. Not tease him and then he doesn't show up. I thought he was going to be.
And then there's a wedding.
I thought he was going to be a guest at the wedding. That's what I thought. I'm like,
nowhere.
I thought he was going to be a guest at the wedding. That's why she's going. Like,
and apparently that Mr. We didn't even really talk about the episode like that, but they had this Mr. Immortal guy that's supposed to be like this big deal or whatever. I hated this character. I couldn't stand him.
Annoying on purpose.
He was an annoying character, but I think that was the point.
But it wasn't. I did not feel that way, because I felt annoyed with someone, but it's supposed to be like that. I was annoyed with them. I was like, this is so stupid. There were points where I kind of laughed at it, but there were points where I was like, yo, can we just do anything? Personally, I was waiting for the episode to end, if I'm brutally honest with you. It's getting to the point where I don't even review it on Thursdays anymore. My normal MCU schedule is I watch it as the first thing in the morning. I get my review up by 10 a.m. I'm not even doing that anymore. I'm waiting till Friday, because I'm just like, I don't care.
It's not even. It doesn't really feel worth it.
Yeah.
When I sit and open Google Chrome and type my reviews, I'm just so nonchalant about it. I'm just like, yeah, this happened. Rating, hashtags, goodbye. On to next week. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Hell yeah. So those are our thoughts on episode 6 and 5 of She-Hulk. Let us know in the comment section below if you guys liked the episode, what you guys didn't like about the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts if you guys are live or watching us live or watching the replay. Let's go ahead and move on to our final topic. Well, not our final topic, but our final main topic of the day, and that is Andor. Episodes 1 through 3 premiered last week or this week, whatever. This week on Disney Plus. And I was surprised that they released 3 episodes, but I understand why they released 3 episodes, because
The way it's
The,
structured.
the way it's structured, right? The way it's structured.
And we have a lot more. We have a lot more episodes than normal.
Yeah,
too.
it's what they gave us 12.
Yes.
12. They're giving us 12
There's
episodes.
12 episodes,
2 seasons.
and yeah, I'm gonna get my thoughts out first because, like I said, I watched it yesterday or the day before, and I ain't gonna lie, I almost fell asleep watching it, and I got through half of episode 2. I think I was talking to either John or something. We were talking about something, and I lost interest within that moment. I literally paused it and turned it off because I just wasn't feeling it. And then today I'm like, okay, let me start over episode 2. Let me just start the entire episode over and rewatch it. And after the basically the second viewing, I come around to it saying it's okay. It's my problem with the way this first 3 episodes are structured is that they do the non-linear storytelling. We keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to Cassian as a child, and they do it throughout each episode. And I think it was episode 3 where they literally cut back and forth, back and forth, back and forth in the midst of things happening. And I'm like, I was confused. I'm like, damn, okay, that's the past and this is the future. That's the past, the future. And while things are going on in the heat of a moment, they keep doing it. And maybe it's a visual thing, maybe it's just a storytelling thing, because clearly at the end they do it like within the same shot where he's a child and then they show him as an adult. He's a child, they show him as an adult. And maybe that's just a storytelling thing. But it kind of threw me off a little bit when I was watching, like, okay, like, why do we have to keep doing this? And hopefully we don't have to spend the rest of the season doing this. I really hope they don't do that. But I thought it was pretty slow. I think the acting is great. The acting is great. The way it's shot is great. I love the way this show looks. It, like I said, got a Rogue One dark feel to it, which I love. I love the way Rogue One looks. It's probably my favorite looking Star Wars movie out of all of them. And the actor who played Cassian is back in the role. He feels like he's been the character forever. Like since he's only been in one movie, and he feels like he's back as that character. All the co-stars and all his friends and stuff, they're all decent in the role. I did not know. I can't think. Skarsgård. What's his first name? Yeah, I did not know he was in this show. Like I said, I didn't see any trailers. I didn't see anything. So he shows like, oh, that's cool that he's in this too. I thought he was good as well. Like I said, my only problem is probably the pacing. That's probably my main problem with the show. Obviously, the score, the music is great. I mean, what Star Wars movie music isn't great? Yeah, those are just my thoughts on what I thought about the first 3 episodes. Go ahead, you guys can take it away.
Are we doing spoilers?
Yes.
Yes, we can do spoilers. I think it's been long enough.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna start where
was that a spoiler? Me talking about them doing the back and forth thing, or did they show?
No. I was just wondering because I didn't want to say something I shouldn't have said.
Oh no, go ahead. You can go ahead and do spoilers.
So,
spoiler, guys.
Going into this show, I was hyped because I love Rogue One. I think Rogue One is a great film. I think it's very underrated in some aspects. It looks fantastic. The score is fantastic. I really enjoy the characters, even though they're there to do a specific thing and, not be there anymore. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Rogue One. But
clearly they don't make it. It's about the Death Star plans, guys. It's about the Death Star plans.
But I was pretty pumped going into this film because I do like the character Andor, and I wanted to know more about him. I wanted to see more about him. And when I heard that the show was about the beginning of the rebellion, I was like, okay, this is dope. Yeah, it's still kind of connected to the Skywalker saga, but it's okay because we're getting different stories. We're diving into different worlds and things like that. And whenever we get a Star Wars show, I'm pretty interested. A new Star Wars show, I'm pretty interested.
Right.
But so I watched the first episode, and I kind of felt like Alex. I was like, this show is not really doing it for me. It's not gripping me. It doesn't have characters that I can really care about. I'm not connecting with anything with the film or with the show because I am liking, the way that it's made and like the tone and the structure and stuff like that. I didn't mind the back and forth, but I just wasn't connecting with the show. And I was like, this show is supposed to be about the beginning of the rebellion, and we didn't really get any of that. We got Andor, shooting some random people. What is this even about? Like, I don't really care about it.
That's what threw me up too. Is like, this is.
I was like, it's cool
I was hoping this wasn't going to be the main plot, that he's a fugitive because he killed 2 freaking officers that were harassing him. It's funny that the beginning, the guy is like, "Oh, why are we doing this?" The officers most likely were harassing him. So brush this off. And
the vibe, I like the vibe. I like that it's dark. I like that he was willing to do that type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But it just wasn't. Like nothing about that was grabbing me because I'm waiting for the beginning of the rebellion. I'm ready for that. So episode 1 ends, and I'm like, okay, that's a 3 out of 5. It's not bad. It's visually very well done, and I really like the score. I like things like that. So I'm going into episode 2, not too optimistic, but once they start diving into what happened on the previous episode, I was like, okay, so some of the stuff is pretty significant to the story. They start diving into his past. They did the flashbacks even more, and I was like, okay, this is becoming a little bit more interesting. I'm connecting with the characters a little bit more. I'm connecting with his surroundings and things like that. So I end episode 2. I'm like, okay, that was pretty cool. 3.5 out of 5. And then I start episode 3. I absolutely loved episode 3. They dove into, what happened in the previous 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I can rock with this. It's a lot more action. I really enjoy Stellan Skarsgård's character. Yeah. When I went to go see Rogue One a month ago, they showed some clips of episode 3, where it's kind of action packed and things like that. I was like, I'm into it. So when I saw it on episode 3, I was like, this is kind of raw. I'm hooked. I'm ready for more. So I ended episode 3 with a 4 out of 5. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's next. Tyler was mentioning something, how it looks like at the end of episode 3, they're kind of splitting up. Like these characters are splitting up. And it might be like they're telling stories from, each perspective while they're split up. I don't mind that idea. I think that could be more interesting than them all being together. And yeah, so I don't know. But I'm looking forward to it, though.
All right, go ahead, Tyler. Take it away.
I love this show.
I know you're the one that's probably more hyped and more on it than all of them, than me or than me and AJ.
For sure.
I was not looking forward to this show when it was announced. I was like, why is that happening? And then when we were getting details, I was like, why is that happening? And then we saw the trailer, and I was like, it looks pretty. It looks very pretty. Why is that happening? And then I was like, okay, I'll sit down. We started hearing some things that I liked, like, it's very grounded. It's very character driven. We heard from someone who will not be named that there were no Easter eggs in it, which I absolutely loved. I know she's not watching, but she's a fucking idiot. And the first episode, when I watch TV and it starts out slow and it's the first episode, I'm very forgiving of that because it's the first episode. It's establishing new characters in a new world. So if I get a slow first episode, I'm okay with that. I really enjoyed the first episode a lot. I love the tone of this whole show. I love the way it looks. The acting is incredible. Diego Luna is great. I can't, and John said the same thing, that we can't put our finger on it, but he feels so much better in this show than he does in Rogue One.
He does. And maybe it's he's given more to do. Not more to do, but it's like he he's
The
more
depth of his character.
he's more prominent in this show because it is his show.
You know, I really like him in this show. I like the characters. I know you guys might not like the characters or not be fond of them. I like all the characters for the most part. I think the only one I did not like was the one that sold him out.
Yeah, yep. And I think
Because I knew
like
exactly where that character was going, so I was like, "Ugh, okay, this is really predictable. The girl from Morbius showed up, which was hilarious because I saw her and I was like, why do I know your face? And I looked over, I said, bro, that's the girl from Morbius. That's hilarious. And I think we had just watched Morbius like 2 days before that too, so that was funny. She's really good in the show. Stellan Skarsgård is great. I like the characters and I like this little town that they're in. And I really like how just grounded and dark it feels and how desperate it feels. I really like that. The aspect of the show of them going back to show Andor's childhood, I like that, but the thing with no subtitles was bugging me.
yeah. Why? And I knew you was gonna bring that up, but they do that with a lot of characters that don't speak English. But when it's our main character, we should know what he's saying.
It's not only that, when it's the main character, but when it's also they're doing all these sequences and action things, but then they're still not talking, and we're still not getting it. It's like, I want to know what they're saying. I want to know, if they're saying sentimental to one another before they die. Like,
yeah, when he get discovered in the ship by I can't think of what her character name is, but it's the actress who played Petunia from Harry Potter. Which like, oh, it's nice.
That's where she's from.
Yeah, I knew exactly who she was when I saw her. I said, oh, it's Petunia.
She's great. I like her
from Harry Potter. Like, oh, that was nice to see.
I like her a lot and her relationship with Andor. I'm really digging that.
For sure. But like even when she discovers him and he's like kind of like being defensive, he's talking. It's like she says, "Oh, he don't understand us," but we want to know what he's saying. Like I want to know what he's saying.
Well, no, it wasn't there that I wanted to know. At that point, I didn't care because I knew I was talking about when him and I guess his sister were talking and they were having a full-fledged conversation.
Right.
Talking about in the flashbacks.
Yeah. And I just didn't know what they were saying. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's like that with all the entire sequence when they show all that, because all of them are speaking the language that they're, was it Canarian? I guess that's what the language is. Because they're from Canary. And they're all like when one of their friends gets killed and all of them are screaming, "Oh no, good!" They speak in the language. Like I want to know what they're saying. I agree.
It didn't bother me. I could use context clues of what's being said.
Not in a full conversation though. Like I
don't remember a full conversation being had, but
it was the first part of it when she came up to him and they were talking about something before they went to discover the ship.
When he
I do remember that. I do remember that.
I was like, what the what?
That's a conversation they had. It didn't bother me. That's not something that bothered me.
Episode 3 was easily the best of the 3.
Yeah, it was for sure.
I
think everybody can agree on that pretty much.
Yeah.
See, that's true, but I also really liked the first 2 episodes a lot. I liked how it was. I liked how it was slow in the first episode was slow in introducing us to the world, and I liked that. And then episode 2 started moving it, and I really liked that.
I don't feel like you need to introduce us into this world. We know exactly where we're at. We're in the reign of the Empire. Like we know the world isn't in.
But we don't, because we get this whole new group of the Empire. We don't know who they are.
Yeah,
we don't know what they're doing.
I didn't
make me care about them either.
I did not like the guy that was so on it. Like I said, I love the older guy was like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't care about this. Like nip this in the bud. And what happens? He doesn't nip it in the bud. He feels so I need to do this because this is our duty and stuff. It's like
that guy. I feel like that guy is gonna have a significant place in this show. A significant part in this show.
Yeah, he just watched his whole.
I've seen him in something, bro. What the hell is else with that guy in, bro? I've seen that actor in something. I'm like, he looks familiar to me. I don't know what it is.
I was liking the main guy until they had him deliver that speech and then it was like really awkward and shit. And I was like,
He had like a hissy fit.
what are we doing here? What are we doing here with this? Because that felt like it was a totally different character compared to what you had just set up for 1.5 episodes. I was like, what are we doing here?
I haven't seen anything he was in.
The action sequences are fantastic. What we've gotten, and we haven't even gotten to the space stuff yet.
Yeah,
you know, and they've teased that in the trailers heavy.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there.
The action the shootout in the third episode was fantastic. No music.
The build up to that though, like the build up to that scene, you know, the tension between the two characters when he's trying to fill them out, like, well, you know, what are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Blah blah, like all that stuff. I liked all that stuff. I do agree that episode 3 is definitely the best one out of all 3 so far, and hopefully we gonna improve more from that. I didn't mind the slow stuff. It just like I needed something to grip me, and even Andor himself, like I was trying to focus on what he was doing throughout the episodes, and I still couldn't get gripped. You know,
I felt the same way.
You know,
it wasn't it wasn't bothering me. I I knew there was going to be payoff. That's the thing. It's like with the Lord of the Rings show, it's like really, really slow, but I didn't really have any idea where it was going. With this show, we kind of have an idea of where it's going. So
I think it helped that they gave us 3 episodes. Just imagine if an episode just imagine when they gave us 2, would have been like, I'm not.
If they would have given us 2 or 1, I would have just probably waited.
Like, I don't know, because even with Lord of the Rings, they only gave us 2 episodes. What imagine if Lord of the Rings gave us 3 episodes? It probably would have been a little bit more like, okay, I want to watch this show. I think with Andor giving us 3, it now I'm more intrigued to watch more. Yeah. So
helped its cause.
The ending of episode 3 is concerning me because I don't really think that these characters are interesting enough to go on their little side stories and be on their own and have it be like, yeah, I care about them like that. I don't think that.
So Binks, the actress, she's gonna have her own storyline, and then Andor's gonna be doing it. They're not gonna be together. They're gonna be doing their own separate stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. More than likely.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I'm cool with it. I think
unless Binks meets new characters.
I think when you separate characters, it makes the world feel bigger, and it doesn't make it so concise and small.
Listen, as long as they make it interesting and investing, I'm all for it. I just don't see it, happening. I would need to see it be executed.
Yeah. Also, like I say, hopefully we do get introduced to new realms and new planets and stuff like that.
One thing I want to ask you guys is, how do you guys feel about the villain or lack thereof of this show?
I don't mind it because I know that we're getting one. It's on the she's on the poster. I know that we're getting it.
That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad I didn't really see that much into it, because she probably showed it. She shows the villain shows up in the trailer too.
I think so.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I didn't watch it. My thing was, I figured we're gonna build up to that. I knew these little TV. Well, I have to call them TVA guys. The fucking little
like
realm,
TVA guys.
These little guys that whatever. I knew they weren't going to be the main villains. They were just some of a little empire. Yeah, I knew they were just gonna be like a little threat or whatever. Hopefully we get more of the Empire. Like, man, fuck it. Bring me stormtroopers. Give me fucking Star Destroyers. Give me Star Destroyers. Fuck it. This is in that area, in that time. Fucking give it to me.
These felt like the Boy Scouts of the Empire.
Yeah. I kind of wish we would have got introduced to a villain within these first 3 episodes, but
yeah, at least at the end. At least at the end, like give me the end.
At the end of episode 3.
Yeah, give me who's the main antagonist. Yeah, I would like that. Or give me a
this show is taking its time. I'll say that. This show is taking its time to get where it's going. I thought we were gonna get right to the beginning of the rebellion, but they're kind of like, I don't want to say dragging that out because that has a negative connotation to it, but it is a slow burn.
They are, because that's the payoff for the show.
Yeah, they wanted
us to. It's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was hoping to see, and it's not really grabbing me the way that I wanted to in those first 2 episodes.
Truthfully, I don't think we're going to see that until the ending of season 2. because
How would we see that at the ending of season 2?
the full development of the
No, I don't need the
rebellion.
full development. No, I don't. I
No,
need the progress of it,
that's
not the full
another
development.
question
They're
too.
not even mentioning it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you guys think that we're going to get the introduction of Princess Leia and all that stuff? You guys think we're
No.
going to get all that in this?
No, I don't think. I hope not. I hope we don't have to get into all that because we already know that stuff.
What they
Right.
should do is bring in Rogue One characters, and I know
Yeah.
they probably would not. Well, no, Felicity
I mean,
Jones.
we're not getting Jen because technically Andor
She's
doesn't
not a
meet.
real rebel.
Yeah, Andor doesn't meet Jen until Rogue
Until
One.
Rogue
So
One,
it wouldn't make
yeah.
sense for her to show up in this because they act
We're
like they never-
getting Forrest Whitaker. That's happening. I know that.
It's okay. I mean, I'm cool.
No,
Yeah, same.
I'm saying I'm fine with that. K2SO, I want to know if he's showing up.
Yeah, that's I want to see that too because clearly they've been in Rogue One. They feel like they've known each other for a
And
while, so we'll see how.
I think
hopefully,
because the girl on the poster looks like this. I wonder if they'll bring back Ben Mendelsohn. Because like realistically, what is he doing right now? Oh well, he's doing the Marvels and Secret Invasion. Well, Secret Invasion. I don't know if he's gonna be in the Marvels, but
I'm saying I doubt we're not getting Darth. We're not getting Darth
No,
Vader. in
no,
this.
no,
We're
no,
not
no.
getting Darth Vader in this.
oh my god, what if they fucking do Grand Moff Tarkin again with the shitty CGI, bro? Oh god,
I think they improved on it. I think they can bring him back if they wanted to.
Maybe
That was early.
because-
That was early. What they was trying to.
Yeah,
do,
but that
like,
was really weird though.
It was
Like
I kinda
Rogue.
wish
Say
they
what you want about Rogue One, but you can't deny that is really weird.
I kind of wish
See-
they would have kept it more in the shadows. Like I think when you
Yeah.
first see him, it's not they don't show him. You see his silhouette
Yeah.
in the window. I kind of wish they would have kept it like that. But then when he turns around, I was like, oh, they're really going all in with having him be in this movie, which makes sense
Mhm.
because he's a very prominent character in A New Hope. So you have to have him there. So who knows if we're going to get any of that in this? I doubt it. I feel like the Empire stuff is going to be like kind of in the background. Like we're not really going to touch that because like you said, this is the start of the rebellion. So
I mean, but I don't think it needs to be because, like,
I don't
yeah,
think
the
it needs
show-
to be either. But
the
I
show
think
is
that's
about the
probably-
rebellion, but you also need to establish what they're fighting against.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. But I don't know. Like I said, I think you said, like AJ said, I think they're going to take their time with that. I don't think we're going to.
I feel like this show, when we look at the end of it, it's going to end in the same way that Rogue One does, in the sense that more than half these characters are dying.
Yeah,
Because
they don't
there's a
get-
reason that they do what they do in Rogue One. That's their last ditch effort to
Yeah.
stop them.
Yeah.
And I feel like by the end of this show, pretty much all these characters except Forrest Whitaker and K2SO, if he shows up in Andor, are going to be gone.
Yeah. Because they said they already was. So we get 2 seasons of this. That's all we're getting, right?
I'm cool with that. Just make me care
Yeah.
about the characters.
Yeah, for sure. Give me some
Make
development.
it-
'Cause that's my only flaw with Rogue One is that I felt like we didn't get that much development with the characters as much as I wanted. But I mean, they didn't have that much time. They only had 2 hours and 20 minutes to give us what we wanted.
Man, 2 hours and
then-
20 minutes is a short runtime, bro. Oof.
But also that's what happens. You have a lot of characters in one movie. So. But
True.
I agree. Just let me care about the characters. Let me care about what they're doing and what their motives is, and I'm all set.
Yeah.
Everything else, technical wise, it looks great. Give me real sets. If you want to use CG, use it to your best of your ability. Obviously, you got to use it for the space scenes and stuff like that. And so far, it's been looking great.
The CG stuff I'm not concerned about at all.
No.
Because we've
Looks
seen it in
great.
the trailers and it looks fantastic.
Why does every planet look like fucking Tatooine? That's my only thing. It's like, goodness gracious, like, damn, like, the planet they're on, like, damn, they're in Tatooine. Like, why does all these planets look like desert planets? Like, goodness
Can't get
gracious. Like, can't get away from the desert planets, huh? Star Wars, but it is what it is. That's just
I
what
love the desert planets.
they do, man. And maybe it's because it's easier to shoot out in those type of areas. Most of these things are shot in fucking sets, and anything too. So I don't know. So let's
I don't see
hopefully
a water planet.
we had we got in Attack of the Clones, we got the planet where it was nothing but
El
rain.
Camino.
Yeah, we got that planet.
And then we got the
That's
one in
Attack of the
Obi-Wan
Clones,
too.
though.
We got the one in Obi-Wan too, the water planet. That was in
Yeah,
Obi-Wan.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
The base.
Yep, yep. So yeah,
Yeah, reminded me of the Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. Yeah, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. Where is that stuff at? I thought the Fallen Order stuff was gonna show up in Obi-Wan, but clearly that didn't happen either. Who knows? I don't think we're gonna get any Jedi stuff in this, which
Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool with not having the Jedi
yeah,
stuff.
I'm cool with that too, as well.
That's not what this series is about.
Right. You know, just give me a good story. You know, make me care about Andor. You know, make me care about his co-hosts and all that stuff. And I'm good. You know, I wasn't excited for the show either. You know, I was kind of like Tyler. I was like, why are we making a show about it? We know what the only problem with these type of shows, we know what happens to these characters. Like, so when you give me prequel stuff and this recent prequel stuff, is clearly he's an adult. So he doesn't have that much time left till Rogue One happens. So we know where he ends. So, you know, make me care about what it leads up to Rogue One, I guess.
It's that journey. That's the whole thing about prequels. It's that journey.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much know where our main character is going to end up, but you just don't see that journey.
Yeah. Because you can say the same thing about the prequels themselves. We know exactly where all these characters lead. They just showing us why they lead to this moment.
Same with the Hobbit movies. Any prequel, really.
Yeah, right. You know, but that's what that to me is like. Prequels are cool, but it's like I'm always just keep going forward, you guys, because I want to see new. I want to see stuff with new characters and stuff like that. You know, I understand why they keep going back to prequel stuff because that's the stuff that sells. You know.
People like a familiar name.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if Andor was a familiar name. Clearly, he was in Rogue One, but I don't know if he was familiar as someone like an Obi-Wan. You know,
I mean, they did that,
right? But I think Obi-Wan was way overdue. We've been wanting the Obi-Wan thing like for a while because what most of the people say, Ewan McGregor was the best part of those movies. So yeah, I want more of him. Yeah, bring it back. You know. Shit, and he was gonna bring back Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader. Yeah, I'll take it. You know,
I'm glad they didn't go prequel with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad they
you
did.
Talking about go way into the prequel.
Yeah, like when he was a kid.
Oh no, no! I'm glad they went with the direction that they went. You know. So yeah. You guys got any more thoughts on Andor before we close out to the final topic of the day?
I'm pumped for episode 4.
Yeah, me too. I'm very, 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 very excited. The world of Star Wars is a very exciting place to be in right now. We got Tales from the Jedi coming out in November. Mando's coming out next year. Ahsoka, I think, is coming out next year as well. Yeah. Star Wars Vision Season 2 is coming out next year.
Yeah, let us forget that one.
The show stuff is, I think, is okay. It's the movie stuff that's like, who knows what direction they're going? Are they going forward, backwards? Who knows? I mean,
I don't even think they know at this point.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think Rise of Skywalker really left a bad taste in their mouths, and they're just trying to focus on these smaller projects because clearly they're on Disney Plus. But even though they're getting movie-sized budgets, it's so funny they're getting these movie-sized budgets, but it's like, no, we're gonna put them on Disney Plus. We need the stuff on the platform. But it is what it is. Hopefully we get something, because I agree. I miss watching Star Wars in the theater. Like I've seen only one I missed was Solo, because I wasn't hyped for Solo either. I felt like Solo, for one, came too soon after, spoiler alert, the death of Han Solo in Force Awakens. But I feel like no one can replace Harrison Ford. You can't replace him as that character. And I felt like when he gets introduced in A New Hope, he doesn't need a backstory. He doesn't need one. Him showing up the way he shows up is perfect, because hearing it through stories is better than it being shown. So that's why I didn't see Han Solo or Solo in the theater. So, but hopefully they'll get their heads out of their asses and give us a good Star Wars movie back in the theater.
the thing about Solo is I don't feel like it's completely necessary, but I have fun while watching it. And like you said, you know, it's not something that we need to see, but you know, I had a fun time with it though.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what our thoughts on Andor. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought about Andor. Are you guys looking forward to watching the rest of the series? Did the first 3 episodes kind of turn you off from the show? Are you guys tired of the Disney Plus Star Wars shows? Let me know also in the comment section below. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our final topic. And clearly, you guys know we're huge physical media collectors, Blu-ray collectors, and stuff like that. We're gonna show up some of our physical media. I'm gonna go ahead and let Tyler show off his physical media because he only has a couple titles to show off. So, Tyler, go ahead and lead us off with what you got recently.
All right, so I made it rain some steelbooks in my household, but we got a couple regular joints to get. So first thing I got was It Chapter 1. Upgraded this to 4K because I saw it there and I was like, you know what, I might as well just get this. I love this movie. The 4K looks really good, and I will probably rewatch it in October. I don't know, but I'm very happy.
I would definitely be rewatching it in
4K.
October.
Next thing I bought was The Shining on 4K.
Yes, sir.
I needed to upgrade this on 4K because I have Doctor Sleep on 4K, and I've wanted this on 4K for a while. So I went ahead and bought it. I'm mad because I bought it and now it's $13 and I bought it for $20. Fucking pissed about that. But the 4K transfer is worth $20. It looks amazing.
I bought it for $25.
Huh? What'd you say, AJ?
I say you already had the Blu-ray before.
Yes, I did.
Don't get upset, Tyler. I bought it for $25.
The next steelbook. Okay, so now we're getting into steelbooks. First we got the 4K steelbook of the Addams Family. I bought this steelbook not because I love this movie. This movie's pretty good, but because I love the steelbook. It's purple, it's shiny, and purple's my favorite color, and I absolutely love this steelbook. I don't love the fucking scratch on it, fucking Amazon, but yeah, I really like this steelbook, and I'm looking forward to rewatching this movie. I like that movie a lot. Next, we got this is bugging me because there's like a little thing on the spine. Okay, got it.
Really,
we got Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. The final, well, at the moment, final Indiana Jones steelbook. I absolutely love that. Well, now I have all 4 Indiana Jones movies on 4K in their respective steelbooks. I'm very happy that I have all 4 steelbooks because that looks very nice on the shelf. But I'm afraid that Disney is going to ruin it when we get Indiana Jones 5 because it's Disney. And I don't think the steelbooks are going to look like this.
Well, Paramount owns those. So
yeah, I know.
It's not that's why.
So I hope that they keep it the same style. That way they all 5 match when we get that movie. But
they won't.
Yeah, I know. But I'm very happy to have this. Now I have all 4. Looking forward to rewatching this because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. And yeah, man. Next we got we had a lot of stuff come out last week, huh? And I got 3 of them, which is crazy to me. We got Poltergeist, the 4K steelbook, which I told myself I wasn't gonna get, but then they had it, and I was like, oh well, it's there, so I guess I'll get it. I really like the steelbook a lot. In person, it looks way better in person than it did in the pictures. Poltergeist is a very good movie. 4K looks pretty good, and I'm very excited to rewatch this in spooky season. And the last thing that I got is something that I didn't have for a while, and then they restocked it. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Got the 4K steelbook of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yes, sir.
Oh Jesus!
Don't drop it.
Yes. This steelbook is awesome. I love the art on this. Did it not come with a oh no, it did come with a digital copy.
Yeah, so it should.
I love the discs on this. I
Yes,
love
sir.
the discs. I wish
Yeah.
the artwork was a little bit better here. Like I
mean,
like it, but it's so weird to just have Dyson.
Dyson,
like that.
yeah.
It's
His
weird.
murder scene.
Yes.
This scene where he dies.
I don't know how long I can hold this. Yeah, man. Terminator 2 is an amazing movie. This transfer is not that bad, people. Please, just there are worse 4K transfers. Okay, it's not that bad. But yeah, man.
Disappointing transfer. It's not
Yes,
terrible.
it's just like Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim is disappointing, but it's not a bad transfer. I am very happy to own now 2 copies of this transfer, even though it's not great. But I guess I can get rid of my slipcover now because I don't need it. But yeah, man, that is all this stuff. I probably forgot some stuff, but those are the things that stood out to me that I picked up recently.
All right. AJ reacts to.
Yo,
You don't gotta show your whole stack, bro.
I'm not gonna. There's no way. There's no way I'm gonna be able.
We'll be here for an hour.
We'll be here till midnight. But I'm gonna show a few things. This is not really even half my stack, but this is. I'm just gonna show this off. Tyler already showed this, but I got the Poltergeist Steelbook. And I love the back.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's dope.
Nice matte finish.
And then we got this warning for flashing lights.
One of 4 warnings, by the way.
Yeah.
4.
It's crazy.
There was one on the plastic. There's that one, and then there's 2 on the discs, which I didn't even notice until today.
Man, that's what the
inside
looks like.
Yes, sir. I hate that clown. Fuck that clown.
The clown.
And now I gotta kill
How the
this
fuck would a
fucking
kid have a toy like that and just leave it out like that? Fuck out of here.
I mean, it's not that scary until you see the movie.
Nah.
I mean, the clown doesn't do anything to him in the movie, though.
Yes, it
No,
does.
but it's just creepy.
It grabs him and put it under the bed. What are you talking about?
It does. I don't remember that.
Yeah, at the
I
end
haven't
of the
seen
movie.
that movie since I've seen it for the first
Dude,
time.
I've only seen that
I'm ready
movie
to
in its
rewatch it.
entirety once. I've seen
So-
bits and pieces of it.
Spoiler alert, at the end of the movie where they think everything is fine, somehow the kid leaves the clown unpacked because they're about to move and is still sitting in the same fucking chair. He tries to throw the shirt over, totally misses, and then he wakes up and the clown is gone. And it's behind him and drags him underneath the bed.
Oh,
And
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. The movie is over 30 years, 40 years old. You guys have not seen it. Sucks for you. But,
Dang. All right.
Go ahead.
And then Tyler also showed this, but it's the Addams Family 4K Steelbook. He wouldn't stop talking about it, and he was sending me how it looks up close. And I was
Y'all
like,
niggas about to make me buy it.
It looks good.
I'm gonna have 2 Adam Family Steelbooks.
You do? What?
I already
Because
got
he has
one.
the red one.
I have the red one.
Oh, and that's what the inside of that looks
Oh,
like.
I know inside already look nice.
Yeah, I like the inside.
Alex, just go ahead and buy it, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Go ahead and buy it, bro.
I already pre-ordered Thor.
All right. Then I'm going to show off a Best Buy kind of deal, I guess. I wasn't able to find this anywhere until recently. I saw it on Amazon for like $30, and most of them were overseas. But Fright Night, the remake, I actually really like this movie. I saw it in the theater, and it's dope. And I'm glad to own it. It's on Blu-ray. And then next up is, I'm sorry, Luke Reviews, if you're watching, but I had to pick up Store Little.
Bro, I need that, bro. I need
I
that.
had to pick up.
Where'd you find that at, bro?
A disc replay, bro. Where else, bro?
Oh, man, I need that,
Oh,
dude.
no?
'Cause I got the first one. I need that, dude.
Stuart
I need
Little
that movie,
Food.
bro. The Falcon, bro.
Bro, I'll never forget that, bro.
I
Um,
love
I
that
hate
movie,
that
dude.
fucking rat. Bro.
I love this movie with a passion,
I do too, man. It's a guilty pleasure.
and I remember seeing that movie in the theater too. And the only reason I'm showing this next one off is because I really like the slipcover for it. It's the Fox and the Hound 1 and 2.
I don't think I have a slipcover for
I
it.
love the
That's
slip
nice.
covers, like
Nope, I don't have
shimmery.
What do you mean? That's the only reason why you're showing it. That movie's raw. Well, the first one is.
Yeah,
I cry
mean,
I cry every time I watch it.
I have so many other things over here that I could probably show off, but that's the reason why I wanted to show this one.
You showed it off because of me.
Fuck it.
What?
Show it. It's early. Show it. Who cares?
All right. The next one is it's a new release, and I was kind of surprised to see it at this replay, but it is the Jurassic World Dominion Steelbook. I don't love the cover. I kind of like the inside though, or I don't really like the back either, but I like the inside though. It's kind of dope.
The inside.
Yeah.
It's another
cool.
image. Another image.
But
Could just be some
yeah,
artwork.
I found it for like $12, so I'm not gonna
You
pass.
got
that
it for the price that it's worth. That steelbook, that is, not the movie.
Anyway, moving on to the next one.
We'll
one
probably
of my
find a UK steelbook of that movie that's infinitely better.
Moving on to the next one, I have the 4K version of Maleficent. I found it for $4 at Disc Replay. Love the slipcover for that too.
I need to go to this replay.
Yes, you do need to go to Disc Replay. Next one is Beetlejuice on 4K. I picked this up last week. I rewatched this film and I felt the same way that I did the first time I watched it. It's not a terrible movie. It's just kind of boring. At times, I like Michael Keaton a lot. Whenever Michael Keaton's on the screen, I love it. When he's not on the screen, I kind of struggle to pay attention.
The title character is not that much in it.
Yeah, it's not, but I do really like Keaton in this movie. Probably one of my favorite Keaton performances here. Got two more things I want to show off. I got Halloween 3, the Scream Factory, and
you got to get the first one.
I guess I need to get the rest of them because I also have that the 4K set pre-ordered. So I don't know. I might just need to get the rest of them too. But I have that. And then last but not least, I picked up the Star Trek 4K 6-movie collection.
Don't you already have? Do you have the other set? The 4-movie set?
No.
Oh, you didn't buy that? Okay.
I didn't have the 4-movie set. No, I have the original series.
Okay, that's what
Steelbooks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, man, Star Trek original motion pictures, and I haven't seen any of them.
Yo,
so
I feel bad for people who bought the 4-movie set.
Yeah,
you haven't seen Wrath of Khan?
I haven't seen any of them. So
Wow.
I'm going to. So after I watch the original series, I'm so excited to do this. I'm gonna watch the entire original series and then go through. I'm gonna go through all these movies after that. So
wow,
I'm pumped.
Good luck.
I wanted to get.
I'm not gonna need luck. I'm gonna be so excited.
I
like
wish.
the covers, man.
I wish that they had taken the Sony approach and put the slipcovers inside a box for that.
That would have been dope.
That would have been dope too.
Because those slipcovers are really nice.
The slipcovers are nice.
Isn't there only 2 box sets that are even like that?
Yeah,
you got the Karate Kid and the Underworld.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
so I don't even expect that anymore.
But that's Paramount though, right?
Sony.
Star Trek.
No, Star Trek is Paramount.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that. They won't do that.
I don't even know what Sony box set we would get that would have a set like that.
Maybe they release Spider-Man. Give me a Spider-Man collection like that. I would love that.
They could do that
with the Raimi trilogy. I would love that.
Or they could release both the Raimi and the TASM. They could.
Yeah, that would be awesome. If
that would be something.
What if they did the MCU ones too?
No, they won't do it. Disney don't care about that.
Disney has nothing to do with.
You talking about the No Way the Home trilogy? Oh yeah,
the Home trilogy.
Yeah, they'll definitely do that. That'd be awesome.
Give us all of them. Man, that shit gonna be like $300.
Nah, bro. Like just a box for the MCU trilogy with the slips and in the style of the Karate Kid set. Oh my god,
that would be fire, bro.
All right, that was
but
your
hopefully
last,
the designs are good.
That was your last pick up you wanted to show.
That was it. No, yeah, that was
it.
No,
when it comes to physical media with Sony, they're pretty good with their steelbooks. Morbius remained one of the best steelbooks of. Well, I mean,
even the Spider-Man steelbooks.
Spider-Man steelbooks are cool. I'm talking
Far
about
From
the
Home.
actual
The slip
designs of
covers.
the slips.
Oh yeah, they always drop the ball on that stuff.
Uncharted is probably the only halfway decent one we've gotten
And
this year.
posters. The posters too.
Yeah.
They struggle.
Being that I had them all here, I wanted to show what they look like all together. I love the way they look all together. It's
I still need
awesome.
to get Raiders.
I'm so
crazy.
happy. I'm
Kingdom
so
of the
happy
Crystal
that I can do
Skull
this.
is not in
Oh yeah,
fucking
this is my
stores.
favorite one. This is my favorite one, by the way, steelbook wise. I love the way this looks. When you take the protector off, I love the way it glows. But yeah, I love the fact that I can do this. It's so dope. I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
All right, let me go ahead and show off what I picked up. This first pickup, you guys are going like, "What the? Why the fuck do you have that?" It was only $5. That's why I
Said that
picked
a
it up.
lot.
And it's Minions, the steelbook.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
The
Minions
Minions
steelbook,
Jesus
and
Christ.
it was only $5. I'm
That
like,
4K?
fuck it. No, it's regular Blu-ray, but it's the shape of a minion, so that's what kind of intrigued me. I haven't seen the movie, so
That sounds
know.
like an essential purchase. if I
it was
do
only $5, so I'm like, fuck it. The next thing I picked up, I'm trying to get all Leonardo DiCaprio movies on Blu-ray. This was the one that seemed like I don't have that. Let me grab that. And that's a Revolutionary Road. Like I said, it's the reunion back from Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio since Titanic. And yeah, I thought I'd pick it up. It's only $5.
I have that DVD.
Trying to get all his movies on Blu-ray. The next thing I picked up, you guys, I did do a Blu-ray hunt video. If you guys want to check that out, go check it out. But I'm gonna be showing some of them titles, so you guys really have to watch it if you guys don't want to. But I picked up RV with Robin Williams. It was only $1.25 at Dollar Tree. Usually when I see titles like this at Dollar Tree, I'll pick it up because it's only $1. You know, what's the worst I can do with $1? And yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Robin Williams. The next thing I picked up, AJ did show this off, and that is Fright Night. When I saw this in stores, I'm like, wow, that's something you rarely don't see in stores. And yeah, I missed out on it picking up. I seen the half price books, and I regret not getting it. And it's back in stores, factory sealed. I wish I had the slipcover, but it is.
Are you getting a Fright Night steelbook, the 4K steelbook?
Most likely, I will be getting it. Most likely, it's coming out the same day as Scream, right?
The 4th.
Yeah, the same day as Scream 2. The next thing I picked up Freaky. The funny thing about this movie is before I watched it, I watched the kill count for it first because I'm like, am I really gonna like this movie? So I'm like, let me watch the kill count first. I know that's not the great idea to watch the kill count first, but I said, fuck it. The movie's been out this long. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, I didn't care about the movie that much. But when I watched the kill count, I'm like, oh, that looks like something I would actually watch and own. So I picked it up. Basically, a horror version of Freaky Friday. It's pretty interesting. So the next thing I picked up Arachnophobia. It's another spider-like movie or whatever. I didn't know that Steven Spielberg had anything to do with this, and he does. He's the executive producer. Also, Frank Marshall. He's another one of like Steven Spielberg's like friends or whatever. He directed it. I didn't know that either. So yeah, Arachnophobia. This is only like $6 at Best Buy. Another thing that I picked up Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes, I already owned this movie on 4K, but it had the slipcover with it, and it was only $5. So when I see a 4K for $5, I kind of jump on it and buy it. And it had a slipcover at that too. I remember I bought it from Half Price Books. It had no Blu-ray for one, and no slipcover, and only had the 4K, and it was $3. So I kind of upgraded to both the version I wanted, so I can get rid of my DVD and get rid of the 4K that I have. So yeah, got Bohemian Rhapsody on 4K with the slip. And the final thing that I picked up recently, and that is, of course, you guys already know, is Friday 13th on 4K. Did a review for this disc. Go check that out. The video is up right now. Go check that out. So yeah, that's everything I picked up within this last week or so. Next week we got Thor: Love and Thunder coming out. Let me check. Let me also check.
Steelbook. Steelbook comes tomorrow.
Yours is, you ordered yours to ship, right? You didn't
Yes,
pick
I
yours.
did.
Nah, I did store pickup. I was not going to get charged at $3.99. Fuck you, Best Buy, for doing that.
They charge for bags too now.
They charge for bags. That's a damn shame. I don't ask for bags. Fuck that. I'd rather just So we got Evil Dead 2013 coming out on 4K. We got I Know What You Did Last Summer on 4K coming out. We got In Bruges coming out on 4K. Obviously, Thor: Love and Thunder. Sound of Metal is getting a 4K for Criterion. The Amityville Horror is getting a 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. We got The Monsters coming out on Blu-ray. Mean Girls is getting a Steelbook. So we got some stuff coming out next week. Of course, I will be definitely doing a Blu-ray hunt video. I will endure the rain and the terrible weather for you guys, even though I do not want to. Because I do not like driving in the rain, especially when it comes to being out for hours and hours Blu-ray hunting. But yeah, so you guys are definitely expecting the Blu-ray hunt video come from me next week. And yeah, that's all I want to talk about when it comes to the Blu-ray collection update.
I told myself that I wasn't gonna buy the Indiana Jones 4Ks. And then
the
I bought, because I have this. Because I have this
the complete adventures,
the
right?
complete adventures, but it's Blu-ray.
Right.
But I love Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just get Temple of Doom, and call it a day. I'll just stick with the other ones, the Blu-rays. And then I got Last Crusade, because Last Crusade was like $14.
It's still $14.99. I seen it again at Best Buy. It's $14.99. So for everybody that bought it full price, Tyler, I'm sorry, but it's back to $14.99.
That movie is worth $25, 20, whatever it was. I think it's worth that, especially if you didn't own it already. And then I was just like, let me just get Kingdom of the Crystal Skull too.
All you need is Raiders.
So now I need Raiders.
Yeah, I need Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's not in stores for some reason. I don't know why the fuck did Paramount say no, fuck that. We're not gonna release it in stores for some reason. We're just gonna put it online. But yeah, I'm kind of upset about that because I ain't gonna lie, if it was in stores, I probably would have bought it. But got the VHS tape, nice.
Without the VHSs,
nice
for Raiders and Temple and Last Crusade,
nice. So yeah, they went appropriate with the artwork because that's the artwork they use for the steelbooks.
Yep.
So yeah, I do agree. I think the design for those steelbooks is definitely better than the 4-film steelbook set they released. I think that was straight trash. I feel bad for people who bought that version and now they released these steelbooks. It's like,
I did not like those at all.
So yeah, right before we end the stream, I'm gonna sign you guys off and let everybody know where they can find you at. AJ, I know you're not doing that much content on your stuff, but go ahead and let everybody know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm not really active on YouTube right now, but you can find me on Instagram. You can also find me on TikTok. I have a physical media Instagram, AJ Collects 2, and my regular Instagram, AJ Reacts 2, and you can also find me on TikTok at AJ Reacts 2.
Awesome. Mind of a Nerd.
Yeah, I know where to find me, man. YouTube, Instagram, Mind of a Nerd. Today I uploaded my review for Don't Worry, Darling, the most dramatic movie to come out this year. Annoyingly so. But yeah, that review is up. Go check that out. And then Tuesday, I'm going to try and do a review for that on YouTube, being that I haven't given you guys a YouTube review in a while. And this week is the start of 31 days of Halloween on Instagram. Very excited for that. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen on YouTube for 31 days. I'm still figuring that out. I do have a much lighter work schedule coming in, so my availability is going to be very much exceeded than what I thought it was going to be. So the YouTube stuff is probably going to be off the chain during 31 days of Halloween. I'm very, very excited for that. This week, we got, I think I'm reviewing the original Hocus Pocus. Let me check the old schedule. Yes, Tuesday will be Hocus Pocus, Thursday She-Hulk, and then Saturday, I actually don't know what the first review for 31 Days is. It was originally going to be Beetlejuice, but then I rewatched it and I was like, I'm not reviewing this. So,
you doing Hocus Pocus too?
Yes, I am, but that's
before,
I think, Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, I'll figure out when I will or what I will review on Friday for 31 days. But you guys know where to find me: YouTube, Instagram, Mind of a Nerd.
Awesome. And you guys already know who it is, Alex Thomas. If you guys are already here, you guys are subscribed. But if you guys are new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stay up to date on my videos. What I got coming up for upcoming projects, of course, like I said, Tuesday, doing a Blu-ray hunt video. Also, I don't know if it's really confirmed for me to announce this, but Wednesday I plan on doing a watch along for the very first Nightmare on Elm Street film with these guys. Also want to bring on a couple other people on as well. Trying to get Ken on for the stream. I know he hasn't confirmed with me if he wants to be here. Also trying to get one of my other guys that I talked to. His name is Planet CHH, aka Christian Hannah Horror. He's a huge Freddy guy. Trying to get him on here as well. Also, Smooth J Stu will be coming back for that watch along as well. It's not nerd talk really. It's just us sitting down watching Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't remember the last. When is the last time I watched Nightmare on Elm Street? Probably like what, 3-4 weeks ago, almost a month ago. So I'm very excited to watch it. That will start the Halloween watch-alongs. I will keep you guys up to date on when I'll be doing them. So the week between the 10th through the 14th, there'll probably be no content from me because I will be out of town for work. So there won't be no content for me that week. So I'll be trying to push out as much content within that first week of October. So be ready for that. I don't know what movies I'm going to be reviewing on YouTube for Halloween. I do want to review Hocus Pocus. We got Hocus Pocus 2 coming out, but that might be before. That might be coming out this upcoming week. So, yeah, hope you guys are ready for that. Like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. Also, check out these guys' social medias, their YouTubes, all that stuff. They make great content. Go check them out as well. And we're out of noticing you guys. Peace out.